What's up, guys? Okay, so Value Wednesday. What I want to talk about today is mindset and talking about sacrifices and how to figure out if you should sacrifice X or if you shouldn't sacrifice X. Because when you go through this journey, the best thing to do is to remain focused, and the opposite of focus is distraction. And if the more stuff you can sacrifice or reduce, the more focused you remain. But it's also stuff that you got to sacrifice that is not going to allow you to get closer to your goal. So if you want to become fitter, healthier, more confident, then you have to live a different lifestyle than your previous lifestyle, because your previous lifestyle is the reason why you've got to the position you're in. It doesn't mean you have to eliminate everything forever, but you do need to reduce a lot of the stuff, and some stuff you might have to completely cut out. And you do it for a period of time. Like I say, majority of my clients, I make sure them try and do it for a year. And if you do it for a year, you'll be a completely different person. You'll be in a completely different body, completely different mindset, far more healthier. And then when you get to that position, you can then go back to your old lifestyle, but you'll do it in a different way. So if you're someone who enjoys alcohol and you sacrifice alcohol for the 12 months, you can go back to alcohol, but you won't drink as much as you used to. So you just enjoy it in a different way. Personally, if it is alcohol, I recommend just not doing it at all, because it's just so good on your mental health. Alcohol, this is going to really put you off now, is a depressant. So every time you drink alcohol, you're just drinking a glass of depressant. I don't care if it's just a little small glass of wine at night or a small glass of wine with your meal, and you might think, oh, it's relaxing me, but it gives you an after effect, and gives you consequences, secondary consequences, third consequences. So like the first consequences is, if you drink enough of it, you're going to be hungover. If you don't drink enough of it, you're just going to make you lethargic anyway. Then a few days down the line, as your body's trying to process it throughout your body, it makes you feel down, depressed, stressed out. So it has really, really, really bad benefits, alcohol, even if you have a small bit or a large bit, okay? Anyway, so back to sacrificing. So what you do, the way you can identify if you need to sacrifice the thing that you're thinking of doing, is by doing this. So what we're going to do, let's use my jumper. So say you start here, this is where you are, unhealthy, overweight, not as happy as you like to be, not as confident as you like to be, and your aim is to get over here. So here's your goal, okay? And this is happier, healthier, and confident. There's lots of things you do in the way, but what you do, anytime you do something, so say you're here, you're getting better, being healthier. Anytime you do something and you know you have to question it, you've got to stop and think, is this going to help me get closer to my goal? Is it going to help me remain the same? Or is it going to help push me backwards? And then it gives you quite a simple answer of what you need to do. If it's going to push you backwards, why do it? You know, even if sometimes it could be things like, I'm just going to have I need to enjoy myself, so I want to have a treat every now and then, which you should do. But if you keep doing it, you're just going to keep yourself pushing backwards, slowly, and you're going to end up back in the same spot. So as you go along this journey, every time you think about doing something, just think in your head, is it going to push me closer to my goal? Is it going to make me remain the same? Or is it going to make me go backwards? And if it's going to make you go backwards, just make sure you're conscious about it and you know it's going to make you go backwards. Now, I'll give you some examples. So when I take people through a weight loss journey, many of you guys are watching this now are the people I take through, I encourage you not to drink and limit your drink alcohol. So only have 4 alcohol intakes a year. Reason being, you're not completely giving up, so you can look forward to these specific times. But when you go through the journey, you're doing well. When you have your alcohol blip, it pushes you backwards. I don't care what you say, what you think, it definitely pushes you backwards. So you're going 4 steps backwards, to then you're going to have to counteract it, go push. Second blip, push you backward, push, and it goes through. Now, if you used to treat yourself every single week, right? This is how I used to look at it. When I don't drink alcohol, you're 1 step ahead. When you do drink alcohol, you're 4 steps behind. So if you're doing well, you drink alcohol in a week, you go back. And then you go through the week again, you try and do really well, do well, drink alcohol, you go back. And it's just a vicious cycle. You can never get out of it, because you're allowing that one little thing to keep pushing you back, which you think is the treat that you need and you deserve, because you've had a stressful week or whatever it may be, stop you or prevent you from getting to your goal. And it could be many things. It could be, is this social party going to do me any favours? You're going to say to yourself, if I go to this social gathering, there's going to be alcohol, there's going to be bad food. Oh, forgive me. There's going to be alcohol, there's going to be bad foods, but you tell yourself, I'm not going to do any of it. I'm going to stay disciplined. But be honest with yourself. What's the better chances? Going to the social gathering and just hoping that you don't cave in, or if you sacrifice and don't go to the social gathering, you're not going to cave in. I don't mean to never have fun, or never go out and enjoy yourself, but your main priority is to get to your goal. And the more focused you can be and take away the distractions, i.e. social gathering where there's going to be temptations and all that sort of stuff, the better and easier it's going to be for you, and the quicker you're going to get to your goal, and the quicker you're going to feel happier, healthier, and more confident. So anything you do now on until you have hit your goal, you need to ask yourself a question. Is it going to make me go closer to my goal? Is it going to remain the same? Or is it going to push me backwards? And if it's going to push you backwards, it's a very easy answer. And you might think, well, I can't do it. I don't have the discipline. But you do. You do have the discipline and you can do it. It's just your mind telling you can't do that sort of stuff, or your mind saying you have to do these certain things, but you don't have to do it. You can do whatever you want. You're living in a world where you get to decide what you do, who you do it with, how you do it, what you put in your body, what you don't put in your body. If you go out and exercise, if you stay in bed and have a few hours sleep, your destiny is in your hand. So I hope that helps. That's the mindset. Please comment below your thoughts on that, or if it makes sense, or if it doesn't make sense, do reach out and let me know. Apart from that, have a great day and start thinking about what you could sacrifice.